We have one more question.
People have a right to use the South Vietnamese flag in Saigon and Hanoi.
I don't think they do.
Mr. Ambassador, why don't you quit sugarcoating this thing about human rights? Because some of these people who are sitting here, they committed human rights violations when it was South Vietnam. Okay? Let the communists, let that country be what they are. You know, they're stuck in their ideology. We're in ours. Okay? And some of the very people right here committed human rights violations when it was South Vietnam. Okay? Another question is to the congressmen. When will you guys get your stuff together in Congress and think about the American people doing this immigration debate? You know, I've been out of work for 3 years already. You know, you guys in Congress, you guys think, oh, let's bring all people in here. You know, how about us American people? You know, we don't have no jobs. I've been out of work for 3 years, Mr. Congressman. And you need to improve your website too. Thank you. And I'm a combat veteran. I was in Quang Tri Province, Khe Sanh, so you know, I seen a lot of you Arvins run in the battlefield away.
That's your problem.
It's God honest
problem. It's not our problem.
Yeah.
That's your problem. Take care of your problem. That's what it is.
First of all, I would like to say that we are just now, in a bipartisan way, coming to talk about immigration reform that will be supported by the vast majority of Americans and will be supported by both parties in the Congress. Your second point is, why aren't we doing more about creating jobs in America? I strongly support the Americans with Jobs Act. I think we should be doing more. I have voted for it.
Think of the American people, Congressman.
We will.
We are American.
We are, everyone here.
We are American people.
I am proud to represent the Vietnamese American community. I am proud to be your representative. You are Americans, and I am proud of you. I'd like to bring this town hall meeting to a close and to say this is just the first step on our journey. While this town hall meeting will close today, we are not at the end. We have just begun to begin to express to each other what needs to be done now in Vietnam. As a Congress member, I will tell you I listened very carefully. There are 4 or 5 concrete actions that you've asked me to at least consider, and I have listed them. One is to prevent and become very aware to prevent Vietnam from joining the UN Human Rights Council unless they demonstrate that they have eliminated their human rights violations. That's 1. 2, to have the Congress again consider to the State Department to put Vietnam back on the CPC list that is left. We want to do that. 3, you will have to help me in making sure that the Congress passes the Vietnam Human Rights Act of 2013, which I am a co-sponsor of. We have to work to get that through so that Congress sends out a clear message. And 4, we have to let that message go forth that if Vietnam wants any economic benefits from the United States to join other nations in joining the Trans-Pacific Partnership, that we demand that they uphold their part of having eliminating human rights violations. That we can do all together. That's what we can do in a concrete way. And I want to thank the ambassador for coming to visit us today, coming to Little Saigon, making himself available not only to my office, but to everyone here. This is, again, just the first step in a journey. For us to have a relationship with our U.S. ambassador to Vietnam is very, very important, and we're going to invite him back because this is just, we're developing that relationship. I want to thank my colleagues who I work very closely with, both Congresswoman Loretta Sanchez and Congressman Ed Royce, who have been co-sponsors of this event and wonderful to work with. It's very important that we demonstrate that we are all together, and this is a bipartisan effort, and we are working together on this issue, on the issue. I want to thank also Coast Community College and the Coastline District and the Coastline Community College for allowing us to have this wonderful event here. And I really want to thank two more things. One, I want to thank everybody here for caring so deeply about the condition of your friends and your relatives, and to say that as Americans, we stand for the highest principles. All of us in this room, we stand for human rights, and we stand for that all people have a right to assemble and to discuss things politically, and not to fear repression and from government. And that's why we're here in America, and that's what we demand, that if America is going to deal with Vietnam, that they uphold their part of the bargain, which they're not doing today. And that's our right and our obligation to speak out. It's not just a right, we are obligated to speak out. And I also just want to say, I want to thank my staff in both the Washington, D.C. office and my office here, and also the help of Congressman Royce and Congresswoman Sanchez in bringing everyone together, all the Westminster City Council and all that they have done to help us, the Westminster Police Department that is here, and everyone for making this such a successful first step on our journey. It's just the first step. And with that, Ambassador, thank you so much for giving us.
Thank you, everyone. And now we have the president of the Coast Community College District. I should present a token of appreciation to Congressman Lowenthal and Ambassador Shear.